So I expect all of our councils where there has been a change like that there will be a review, a careful review, maybe even an audit of what has been going on before.
Bless up my people. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Isabella Rose. Thanks for all the new subscribers. Thanks to the returning subscribers. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Turn the post notification bell on. Put it on all so you won't miss an upload from me. On the road to 20k, help me to get there, my people. So in this one, my people, we're seeing the opposition spokesman on finance critiques Nigel Clark's presentation of the budget debate, as well as Mark Golden calls for audit, and Jamaica Labour Party councillors rejected over oath. Stay tuned for the details at hand. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Run go over to my other platform, subscribe over there. Get that channel to 1k for me, please and thanks. So my people, to kick it off, we're seeing opposition spokesman on finance, Mr. Julian Robinson, says that the budget presentation from Nigel Clark has fallen short of what it needs to uplift the lives of Jamaican people, and he made those critiques in his budget presentation yesterday. And we're seeing where Nigel Clark came out with, the student loan bureau removing the guarantors. We're seeing he raised the income tax threshold from 1.5 million to 1.7. We hear him speak about unemployment insurance. We hear him speak of grants to those who are, approved beneficiaries for the student loan, and a whole myriad of stuff. And the opposition spokesman says the government has failed to bridge the gap between fiscal stability and meaningful gains for Jamaicans. The reality is that most Jamaicans is one of poverty and struggle. He says this year there is no need for illustrations to show the suffering of the average person, and that the government has squandered the hard-won economic gains accomplished under the previous People's National Party administration.
Advocates of economic stability need to acknowledge that while it is a positive step, by itself alone, it is not enough to uplift the lives of the average Jamaican. The journey from mere fiscal stability to true economic transformation is essential. At the heart of this transformation is the need to address the challenges of low technological adoption, inadequate wage structures, and sluggish economic growth. What is proposed in the government's budget falls short of addressing these fundamental challenges that plague our society. And while there are elements of the budget which we agree and will support, they fail to alleviate the widespread struggles and adversities faced by the vast majority of the Jamaican people. The reality on the ground in Jamaica tells a different story. The narrative of macroeconomic stability has not translated into substantial improvements in the lives of the majority of the Jamaican people. The most Jamaicans have to deal with the frustrating hand-to-mouth, can't make ends meet struggle. That is their reality. A significant percentage of our population still live paycheck to paycheck, for those who get a paycheck. And for those who don't, it is even more difficult. Mr. Speaker, this is the first year that I have not brought my food pricing charts. I know you were looking forward to seeing them, Nigel, right? And you know why I never bring them? Because the reality is I don't need to bring them. The people have been feeling the effects of the increases in the cost of living. The PNP, as a government, demonstrated fiscal discipline in its last administration, and we are committed to continuing that practice. We met our fiscal targets previously, and we will do so again. So, Mr. Speaker, I say it because there are some who want to create a narrative about what the last PNP administration did or did not do. And I believe it's important for persons to understand what we did, the groundwork that we laid, which is the basis on which we enjoy the stability that we exist today. The low priority given to inequality and vulnerability in the society matches the fact that this government has almost entirely focused its national security response on the use of SOEs and ZOZOs as a primary way to control crime and violence. We know that there have been significant increases in the budget to the JDF and the JCF, but very little, if none at all, has been allocated for social intervention programs. While we welcome the increase to both the JDF and the JCF, we are concerned that the response to crime and violence has been disproportionately spent on crime control to the detriment of crime prevention.
And some people, while the PSOJ and other sectors have applauded Nigel Clark's presentation, and next set is saying that it's only for the rich people that budget is really for. The poorer class of people will not benefit from most of what he proposed in that budget presentation. But I want to hear from one of my people to talk and tell me what says Uno. Do you all agree with what Julian Robinson is saying based on the reality right now in Jamaica, where the food prices are doubled in some places, food prices up? We see him saying that he's going to decrease the GCT. Let me know what I want to think, my people. Meanwhile, in this segment, we're seeing where the opposition leader, Mark Golan, is calling for, all the councillors who are recently, taken up their post, who have recently sworn in, especially on the People's National Party's side, to, do the checks and balances and even do audits where necessary, so that there won't be any blunder on their part, and that they must, according to the manifesto, start to work for the people of Jamaica.
It is important that the new incoming councillors take stock of what they have inherited, what has or has not been done in those councils under the leadership of the previous dispensation. So I expect all of our councils where there has been a change like that there will be a review, a careful review, maybe even an audit of what has been going on before. There have been numerous governance problems within the KSAMC in the last few years under the JLP leadership, and I expect that we will have to look carefully at what we're inheriting and try to correct some of the weaknesses in the governance system so that we can avoid some of the pitfalls that have occurred in the past in relation to the process of granting and monitoring building approvals and so on. There are some things that we are committed to which will require us being in government to achieve, but there are others that can be achieved by focusing on improving the standard of governance, accountability, participation, and bringing the people closer to the decision making that affects them.
Also, we've seen Anthony Murray and Gregory Harris of the Rosal and Salt Spring Division, who were deemed ineligible to take their seats for Thursday's monthly general meeting of the corporation. And these are two Jamaica Labour Party councillors who were basically rejected from sitting in that meeting because it was pointed out during the meeting that they had not fulfilled the stipulations under the sections 29 and 30C of the 2016 Local Governance Act, where they did not swear in under oath, but, affirm the oath instead.
Based on the regulation, Local Governance Act, which states that you should swear. If you don't swear, then you cannot take the office as a councillor. I think that act needs to be revised because no provision was made in it for persons who don't believe in swearing. And I think that in a modern time like this, and under the Charter of Rights, you're not supposed to be discriminated in any way, like a religious beliefs or any other belief. So on that basis, I was not allowed to take my seat as a councillor myself and Councillor Harris from the South Spring Division because both of us share the same belief. So we were asked to stand on until we get some more clarity as the provisions can be made for us to take our seats as legitimate elected councillors. At the time in 2015, 2016 was new to us. It was very new. So maybe there was an oversight on that part. But it was being used, it was quoted by one of my colleagues in the council as what is stipulated by law. And if that is the case, that needs to be repealed and be up to date with what modern society requires. I have never been asked in any other organization in Jamaica. I have been to the Supreme Court. I'm a justice of the peace. And at all those times when I was sworn in, I was given the option to affirm.
The corporation is currently seeking advice from the local government ministry and the Attorney General Department on the issue, while Mr. Morris says the stipulation must be amended to give election officials the option to affirm the oath. And I agree with that. Based on some persons' religious belief, they're not going to swear under no oath. But the affirmation takes place of the oath. And if that's not a part of the Local Governance Act, then it needs to be revised. So I want you to talk up. So let me know what you think. Should this Local Governance Act be revised? Yes or no? And tell me what you think of the other points raised in this video. Drop your honest comments in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Run over to my other platform, Instagram and Facebook, and follow me over there at Anisabel Rose. Check out the YouTube store, make a purchase, it goes in support of the channel. Check out the YouTube membership, you get a lot of benefits by becoming a member. We do notification shout out in each and every video. To be a part of that, all you have to do is be the first to like, comment and subscribe, and you'll be featured in the following video to come. This notification shout out goes to Noel Barr as well as Evelyn Meikle. Big up on yourself. Thanks for the continued support from each and every subscriber. New viewers, come on board, journey with me, join the family. Subscribe to the channel, like up the videos, share out the videos, support the ABR movement by playing your part. On the road to 20k, we can do it. Get this video to at least 1,000 likes. Stay tuned for more videos, stay tuned for more updates. Big up on yourself.